Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and Saturday main event is coming up, so I figured I'd do a prediction video. I was waiting and waiting. I waited for Raw to happen, and then I kind of waited for a couple days after because I really thought they were going to add another match. I thought there would at least be one women's match on this card. I guess because they're giving them Evolution, they're just like, well, some of these cards we're just not going to put anybody on there, which is just wild to me. But we have a pretty solid card. I honestly, I was still under the assumption. I really thought the John Cena R-Truth match was for the title. I don't understand why it's not. Kind of riddle me that on that. I figured like even just as a defense, but I guess we'll jump into that. We'll start off with what I think is the order of the card, which is Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage. Honestly, this is the perfect way to end their rivalry. It's gone on just long enough that I think this is, still worth having this match and then immediately not have them anywhere in the same vortex of each other, which is what it should be. And I think this will help because I think Drew McIntyre should then build from going like after this to going to going after Jacob Fatu again, and possibly getting like a Money in the Bank match against him. And Damian Priest, he should maybe get a qualifying match, not win it, and just start a different feud with somebody else. Because there's a lot of people out there that on SmackDown that I think he could go after and have some good matches with. But let's get back to this match. I do believe Drew McIntyre wins here. Honestly, I think they're going to give it to Priest, just because that's kind of their MO is to kind of protect Priest and kind of build him up. I just feel like it's kind of dumb at this point because I feel like Drew McIntyre is an absolute stud of a heel for you guys. And it's kind of dumb to have him lose these big, giant rivalries. I think this is the nail in the coffin, obviously, because if he loses here to Damian Priest, it really doesn't do much for Priest. He's kind of already still over. He's a babyface, so he can rebound it and do stuff. But if Drew McIntyre loses here, what do you do with him next? You can't have him really go in a match with Fatu or even like back to the bloodline hunting stuff, or even just doing stuff like that because it doesn't. He just lost all that momentum. So I think there's a better chance of having Drew win here, and he should win in the steel cage. Next up, we have the R-Truth John Cena match. I really swore this was for the title. I really don't know why they didn't do that, unless this just sheet is wrong. But I honestly actually don't think it is wrong. I just think that is just how they're doing it. I'll be completely honest with you. Obviously, there was no way John Cena was going to lose here. I just don't really have any like. There's not much to say about it. It's just John Cena's going to win. He was going to win either way. So having this, a lot of people think maybe Cody Rhodes would come back on this. I don't like that. I don't necessarily think that's a good thing to do here on Saturday Night Main Event, because Saturday Night Main Event just seems like an extra show. Like, hey, we're giving you 2 Raws this week or 2 SmackDowns. That's how it feels like. It just feels like a little bit heightened, but like something that is not going to happen. Like really, the glorified house show is kind of what it's gonna be. I do feel like with those mid card titles, especially the women's titles, that's when they should flip them at these type of PLEs, because then it makes it feel like stuff can happen. I know you don't want to change a world heavyweight champion or WWE champion on one of these events, but they gotta have some type of thing so you can feel like there's actually some stakes, which we've obviously not seen in the last 2 of these. So we can just say that nothing's gonna happen. Then we go to the tag match. It's going to be the most exciting one. It's CM Punk versus Sami Zayn against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Now, this is going to have, I think, something crazy happen with it. Either Sami turns on Punk and joins them, which I don't really like. I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan, so I guess that's probably why I don't like that, because I like this group with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, and if you add Sami in it, I don't think I like the group anymore. It's just Sammy's character, I think, is very good on his own. Like, that he just does way better. When he's in a group, it just, I don't know, it just feels like he's tagging along. Maybe that's just me. I do believe that there's a chance that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker does have a third person show up here. Whoever it is, if it's Austin Theory or whoever else we've talked about, there's a lot. There's honestly a lot of people that it could be. And I would also, maybe say Karrion Kross. I mean, I feel like Karrion Kross kind of fits this MO, and that would be a good reward for everything that he's done over the last year, and stepping up to what he was trying to say, that he wants these opportunities, and that would be one hell of an opportunity. So I'm expecting something to happen. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. I feel like that's the way, no matter what this goes. With a third person coming, costing the match, Sami eating the pin, or if Sami turns on CM Punk, then it's 3 versus 1. Obviously, Jay can't make the save because he's in the main event, so there's nobody else coming out there to save them. No Roman Reigns, no nothing. So that is kind of how it is, and I'm cool with it. So that's going to be the most exciting part of it, probably the most exciting part of the whole PLE. And then we get to the main event, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. I do think this match is actually going to be probably a pretty nice match. Logan Paul, depending on if you hate him, love him, whatever, I don't like him, but he at least is competent in the ring, and I think that will bring out a good match for Jey Uso. They've kind of built Jey Uso as being a pretty decent champion right now, and this would be a nice signature win. He has this, he has Gunther, he's got some plans ahead of him that makes him look like an actual champion and not a interim champion. So I like this. I like this match. I think the feud going into this was built up pretty nicely for the time that they had, and I think Jay obviously retains. They don't pull the trigger, especially here, and they should never pull the trigger on Logan Paul. They gave him the U.S. title. Honestly, wasn't a good idea, even with that happening, but they did it. I think that is at least something they should give him. The only Finn I think he should ever win again, if they ever wanted to do something, is if they got his brother in there and make them tag team champs. But there is no way in hell any Finn else should ever come from them. Just you can let them do some championship matches. I mean, obviously that's what they've been doing, but nothing more. Please, nothing more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, put your comments below. Put your predictions down there, the 4 matches and stuff. I feel like this one's pretty solid. So I'm going Drew, Drew, Cena. I saw the CM Punk and mixed them together. Seth and Braun Breaker and Jey Uso. This is one of those few that I think I can probably all knock all 4 out. I feel like they're the obvious choices. Honestly, that first match could go to Priest, but I don't think it really matters because it's the end of the rivalry. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.